Hey everyone, today I would like to continue building on the training programs that the training department has planned and developed in collaboration with managers from various departments for the provision of these essential training programs to the employees of the company. As I mentioned in my previous video, it would be beneficial and advantageous for the training department to install and utilize a management and monitoring system in terms of the training metrics and KPIs for the efficient progression and success of this program. It would also be advantageous if a user form were created and utilized to allow the training department to update the list of additional employees who need to be provided with training, if any. So in this video, I would like to discuss how a user form can be created through VBA. But before I proceed with the user form, I realized that the data in the pie chart for the data visualization is not clearly visible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the type of chart for better clarity. So just right click the pie chart and then click the change chart type. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this pie chart to area chart and click OK. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make some or a little tweak on the area chart by deleting this legend and then changing the color to a much brighter color like yellow, and then make this text a little a real black color, and the title also real black color to make it more clearer. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue uh, or let me get started by doing the creation of the user form, which is in the VBA editor. So right now, if you can see my ribbon, there is no developer tab right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the file tab, click the file tab, and then uh, click options, and then you will see a window with the open the customize ribbon and click the developer tab. Okay, that is if you don't have the developer tab yet, but if you do have the developer tab already, then there will be no problems. So I'm going now to the Visual Basic editor, and the window for the Visual Basic has opened. In my previous video, I've already created this macro, refresh data macro, and the export dashboard macro. This is the one that we, created a PDF to be submitted to all the stakeholders. So we have already done this. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the user form by clicking the insert then user form here. Okay. Initially, we have a small portion of the user form. I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay, like that. Then I'm gonna move this toolbox. Okay, so we can see it here. And then, okay, the thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to create the user form. Okay, by creating some text boxes and combo boxes. Okay, what we need is I'm gonna need a total of 10 boxes. 3 of them are CMB or the combo boxes. So I'm gonna start first with the text box. Okay, this is the first that we're gonna do. Okay, So this text box is, I'm gonna name it. This is very important that you have to name it because this will also be the basis of writing our VBA code. So the first text box that we're gonna have is we're gonna have the you know, I'm gonna have the text employee ID. So the name should be TXT EMP ID. So that would be our name for this text box. Then right now I'm gonna change the font already, and the font will be here, font Tahoma, and that would be okay. All I have to do is just change the size of the font. This is regular, that would be okay. Just make it 10, then click OK. So we already have one text box. And the next one, I'll just have to copy this, just Control C of your keyboard, and then Control V. Okay, this would be our second text box. Okay. Very important that we have the user form in order for us to be able to, update our training program list. And it would be easy for us to do that if we have a user form that we can enter our all our data that we need to update into the training programs spreadsheet. So the next text box that we're gonna create is the name that we're gonna put in this text box is a TXT employee. So that would be TXT employee, the name of the text box. So we don't have to change the font since we just copied it from the first text box. Then we're gonna change the third one. Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna be using the text box, but rather a combo box. So the first combo box that I'm gonna create is this one, combo box, because we need a drop down arrow. Okay, so we need a CMB, a combo box. So the combo box should be CMB department. So I'm just gonna make it short, DEM, rather DEPT. Okay, that would be good. Okay, okay, I'm gonna copy this, copy V, paste. So this would be our fourth box. All right. So the name of this would be CMB training. CMB training. That would be our second CMB. And then again, I'm gonna copy this and paste, copy paste. Okay, and this would be our third CMB. So as I've said, I'm gonna need 3 MB or combo boxes. One is the for the department, CMB department. The second one is for the CMB training, and the third one would be the CMB status. So I'm gonna change this to CMB status. This is the program status or the completion status of the training program. So that would be CMB status. Then the next one would be text box this time. And going back to text box, so I'm gonna click the text box here. So this would be the text box. Okay, I'm gonna move it a little bit down. So the name of this text box would be text completion. So TXT completion, the completion of the training program. Okay, then I'll just have to copy that one, that box, then put it right to the next one, to the below it. The this one would be text score. So this would be text score, text box, TXT score, score of the attendees of the program. We're gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna copy paste again. And this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it for the feedback. So it would be feedback. So the feedback of the training by the attendees to the training provider. So it should be txt feedback. Okay, that would be the text box name of this text box. Then again, copy paste, and then okay, this the next one would be uh, text hours, txt hours, the training hours of the program. Okay, the duration of the program. So the last uh, the last one would be okay. The last one would be the text training cost. So copy again and paste. So this would be training cost. So the text box name is txt cost. Okay. So you already have all our boxes, three CMB or combo boxes, and seven text boxes. Okay. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna provide a label for these boxes and just gonna arrange this so that we'll have more space. Okay, so we're gonna have a label, just this letter A here that you can see here. Just click this one and then I'm gonna put a label for this one. So the label for this, the first one is remember it's employee ID. I'm gonna it's up to you if you want to put a name, but it's not necessary to put a name on the label. What I'm gonna do is just gonna change the caption, just the caption. Then I'm gonna put employee. I'm gonna type employee um, ID. Okay. Then I'm gonna change the font style to bold. I'm gonna make it 10 in size. Then click OK. Okay. So I already have it. The next thing is the label of the next one, which is the employee name. This is the employee name. Just change the ID to name. Okay. Third one would be the department. So I'm gonna put department here. So just change the caption to department. And the next one would be uh, just copy this, Control C and Control V. Next one would be training. Next one would be training program. So I'm gonna just put, okay, I'm gonna put training program. Training program. Okay. And then copy again, Control C, Control V. And this one would be, I think this is, what is this? Status. So this would be completion status. You can edit here, right here in the text box, or rather in the label box, or you can, edit here in the caption, here in the window properties. So this would be completion status. And then, okay, now we're gonna do the next one. This one is for what? This is completion stat. This is completion percentage. Okay. Just gonna change this to percentage. Just percentage is okay. Then copy again. And then the next one would be what is this? This is for the score. So this would be what you call score of the employee uh, received from the assessment score rather. See, almost forgot. So it is an assessment score. And then copy again. And this would be, I think this is the feedback rating. Feedback, yeah, feedback rating. So upon completion of the course during the day or during at the end of the course, the uh, the attendees or the employees will give feedback rating to the training provider. The training provider could be internal, or it could be in-house, or it could be external trainer providing training for a fee. Okay. And the next one would be, I think this is training hours. So this would be training hours. So this would be training hours. Okay. And the last one would be the last one would be cost, training cost. Okay, this would be training cost. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust this. Left, this left. I'm gonna make it 12 or 4, I think 14. Okay, already aligned. Okay, then we're gonna make a heading. Okay, the heading would just be like a caption here. Training. Okay, training entry form. Okay, we'll just call it training entry form. Okay, and change the size and the font style to bold, and then the size to see 14 is okay, or 16. Let's say 16. Okay, 16 is okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna create a button, command button. This one, command button. We're gonna need two button. One is for the uh, adding record. No, I will call this a training add record. Do you think that would be good? What happened? Okay, training add record. Okay, okay. Just this one. Uh, the font. Uh, okay, let's say. Okay, I'm gonna make it bold, and I'm gonna make it 10. Then okay. All right. Then I'm gonna copy another button, and this is for the closing of the user form. I'm gonna say exit form. So exit form, okay. When we want to close the user form, we're gonna click this one. We want to add training record, we're gonna click this one. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna create now or write the VBA code. Okay, so our VBA code would be like uh, I'm gonna command button. That's okay. So we'll start with writing our code and with our variables. We're gonna dim it. Our dim would be WS as worksheet. WS as worksheet. Okay, enter. Then we're gonna set WS, the worksheet, set WS equals to sheets. Inside the parentheses is the sheet title, which is training data. Okay, close it. Okay, let's check. Go to the Excel. Okay, if you see here, the training sheets name is training data. The sheet tab. Okay, go back to the Visual Basic. So that's okay. Then I'm gonna put another dim last row. Okay, because we have several row downstairs or down in the list, so we're gonna need last row as long, and then okay, the last row. So that is finding the next empty row. Okay, finding the next empty row. So we're gonna say okay, last row is equals to WS dot cells. This is common, very common code. Then again, the parentheses, very common code. Dot rows, dot count, comma, one, then close it, then dot end. Okay, and Excel app. Okay, I have explained what's the meaning of Excel app or what's the use of the Excel app, but Excel app is a built-in constant in Excel that has a value of negative 4162. Oh, you don't have to remember that, but that's the purpose. So it is primarily used with the dot end property of a range to find the last used row in a column. Okay, so LXApp is often used to navigate upwards in a column, similar to pressing Control plus 1 in Excel. It helps in identifying the last non-empty cell in the column when working with dynamic data. So we want to be dynamic. This is offsetting. We need to, write something in first row, another in second row, another record in third row, something like that. Okay. So that is the purpose of the Excel app. Then I'm gonna put that row, then plus one, offsetting, always offsetting, plus one. Okay. That's what we're gonna do is we're gonna write the code to validate the inputs of the code. So I'm gonna write a condition here. So if me that remember the first text box name or the first field is text. You have to remember the name, otherwise you're gonna be in error. You're gonna experience error. So remember, it's if you forget, okay, well, if you forget, you just go back to the user form, then click the fields, then look at the name here. text EMP ID, right? Okay, go back to add record, right? So that would be the name. I don't think this is clearer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the size so that for you to be able to see it a lot clearer. I'm gonna make it 14 for you to be able to see it much clearer. Okay, that's bigger size. All right, so I'm not done yet with this code dot value because we're gonna be putting value in this equals to blank. Okay, blank or uh, me again. Okay, me dot text employee name. The next one. Okay, EMP name. Okay, that's why you have to remember. If you forget, you just go back to the user form again and then double click the text box or a CMB or a combo box. Then you will see the name in the window properties. Okay. That value again because we always put value in it in this field. So we need to put that value equals to again blank or space underline. All right. Okay. So, okay. In order for us to be a lot faster, I'm gonna copy this, then copy Control C. Okay. Hang on. What happened? Control V. Right. So the third one is a combo box. Remember that CMB department. Okay, that value. All right. Then going to erase this one. We don't need that one. Remember the next to CMB is another CMB, CMB, CMB training. That would be the third uh, column, or rather, uh, okay. Control V. So the third CMB status, right? CMB status. Okay. The next one is text, I think. No, CMB training. No, not CMB training. CMB status. The next one would be text completion. Okay, text completion. Okay. Training completion. So it would be completion. That value. It's okay. Then paste again. So it would be a lot quicker if we just copy and paste. Then the next text is next to what's that one? That was completion, right? I think this was score. Text score. The assessment score of the employee or the attendees. Okay. And then text, I think feedback. Yeah. Feedback. Okay. Then that's it. Oh, what happened? Me text back value or all right. Then copy. And then this is, I think this is hours and training cost, training hours and training cost. So they're both text boxes. So training hours, and then the other one is fixed cost. All right. So we need employee ID, we need employee name, we need combo box, the drop down arrow. So need for department, a combo box training, combo box status, text completion, training completion, then assessment score, training feedback rating, test hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 10. Okay, that's okay. Okay. So what is this for? Oh, I made a mistake here. Since this is the last one, and this is the last one, so I'm gonna say or, but rather than. So it should be then. Remember, this is a condition statement. If statement condition. That's why you need then. Then, what is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of this code for us to to find out when the encoder the training data encoder press the add training record and there's still no data inside the field, then it should be an error. Okay, that's why we need to put a message box. Okay, message box. So what would be our message box? Okay, meaning the field is not correct. Okay, no, nothing yet inside. Okay, message box. All right. Inside the message box, this is our message. Please, you will understand. Then when we use the user form already, we'll understand the purpose of this. Fill in all fields because you have clicked the button of the add record without filling the fields. You have to fill the fields, okay? So that will have no error before before you save the data, okay? And that would be, okay? Don't forget the double quotation mark, then comma, VB, exclamation, okay? VB exclamation, comma, is that comma? Yeah, comma. Then you need to put another message, missing data. Then quotation mark. Then I'm gonna put exit sub. Then I'm gonna put in if and if. Then okay, end sub. No, not yet. We're gonna add something yet. We're not gonna end here. Now it's the time to save data to worksheet. So we need the code for us to be able to save the data to the training data sheet. So I'm gonna save data to worksheet by writing this code cells last row comma 1 dot. Okay, I'm gonna close this first, then dot value. Okay, equals me dot txt emp id. Okay, that value. All right. there will be 10 fields. Okay, there will be 10 fields. As I said, 3 combo boxes and 7 text boxes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just to make it quicker, I'm gonna copy this one, copy paste. Okay, okay. That's number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. Because there are 10 fields. So I'll just change the number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would be a lot quicker if you do this. 9, then 10. Okay? The second one is a uh, employee name, EMP name. Okay, the third one is CMB, combo box, CMB department, DEPT. Okay. Since we abbreviated the department, so we have to abbreviate. So if you look at the uh, this one, department, where's the department? This one. If you look at the window, it's abbreviated to DEPT. So you have to write it the same as that one. Okay. All right. Where is it? Okay, here. So department. Then the next one would be again CMB, combo box, CMB, training. The third one would be CMB again, status. You must have a good memory. You have to memorize the names so that you will have to have problems later on. Then it's gonna be completion, okay? Completion status. The next one would be the assessment score. So text score. The next one would be text. I think feedback. Yeah, feedback. Then hours, training hours. Then training cost. So it's complete now. So this would be our, okay. Then what are we going to do next? We're going to clear the fields. Every time we add some data into the fields, the 10 fields that we have, you know, the 3 combo boxes and the 7 text boxes. Every time we fill this and then we save, then we clear again for the next data or the next record. So we need to clear. How are we going to clear it? So we'll clear form fields after saving. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to say me dot, okay, which one is the first one? Text, txt, employee, EMP, ID. So that's the first one. So we're going to say clear. Huh? How we going to say clear? We're going to say uh, equals to blank. Just quotation mark, blank. That would be, it means blank. Right? Then again, copy because we're gonna clear all up to cost, right? So it would be employee name, department, CMB, training, status, completion, score, feedback, hours, and cost. Okay? All you have to do is just, all right, what happened? Okay. I forgot the value, that value, because we're clearing the value. If there's no value, then nothing to clear. So just copy again to make us clearer. One, that would be second. This would be third. This would be fourth. Okay. And fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, nine, number 10. Okay. It's easy. You just look at this. See, there's text employee ID, text EMP name, CMB department, CMB training, etc. Okay. All you have to do is just change this to name. The second one is actually CMB combo box, CMB department. Then the next one is CMB training. And then the next one again is CMB status. CMB status. Then the following are all text boxes rather. Text. What's after status? Completion. This one, completion. Text, completion. Okay, that value equals to clear, equals to blank. Then after completion is score. Okay, after the score is feedback. Then after the feedback, what's after the feedback is hours. Then the last one is cost. Okay, so after we have written this, then all the fields will be blank or clear. Okay, we have deleted the records that is inside the fields. Okay, then we need another message box. Okay, we need another message box. Our message box would be training record. Okay, added successfully. We just have to put a exclamation point or exclamation mark, then quotation mark, then comma, then VB information, VB information. Okay, then comma. We need another message which is success. Okay, then now we're gonna end the sub. Okay, no need to write since we already have the sub in sub. Okay, the next one that we're gonna be doing is we go back to the user form. Okay, since we have done this already, we need to, need to do the user form. Unload, close. We'll be closing the user form. Simple, only 2 words. Unload me. Just unload me. That's it. Then when you click the button, the the user form will be closed or will exit. Okay, go back to the user form. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna view the code, view code. Okay, we do User form initialize. We're gonna put initialize here. Where's the initialize? This one, initialize. So we're gonna delete this one. We don't need that. We only need the initialize. User form initialize. Right? And so we're gonna be doing we're gonna be doing field drop downs because we have remember we have three CMB, okay, combo boxes, the CMB department, CMB training, and CMB status. Remember that. So we're gonna call it first before we write the code. We're gonna call field drop downs because this would be our what do you call macro. Okay, what is the purpose of that? That is to populate drop downs when form is being loaded. Okay, when you load the form, okay, it will populate the drop downs with all the data. All you have to do is just click the drop downs. Okay, is that good enough? All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create now the macro for the drop down, which is the field drop downs. So I gonna say, okay, it will populate this one, populate. Okay. So going back there, view code. So it would be private sub field drop downs now. Field drop downs. Okay. We're gonna populate the all the drop down arrow again. Okay, that's another macro. So we're gonna dim it, right? We're gonna dim it. Dim WS, you know, is very common worksheets or worksheet. Then we're gonna set the WS, the worksheet equals to sheets again. Then parenthesis training data, our tab sheet name. Okay, that's it. Then remember the last row, dim last row. Okay, last row as long. So it would be last long. Then dim deep range. Deep range as range. Okay. Remember we have three CMB drop downs. Okay. The drop downs of the department, drop downs of training, and drop downs of status. So we're gonna include the training range as range, comma, right? And then the third one would be status range as range again. Why my finger is so stiff? Okay, then comma, No comma. That's it, only three. I thought there's one more. Okay, only three. Okay, so another one is dim cell as range. Then DICT, dic, meaning this is dictionary as object. So DICT as object. Then the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna find the last row dynamically. Okay, it should be dynamic. So we're gonna specify our last row again. So last row is equals to WS dot cells parenthesis. Okay, WS again dot rows dot count. Familiar with this? Comma 3. Okay, we start from column 3, remember? Then dot n. I already explained the Excel app. Okay, remember that? That's row. Okay, although I already, clear it, the all the fields, but I'm gonna do it again here. Okay, I'm gonna clear the existing drop down items. So again, me, CMB department, that clear, because we are clearing the content of the, that one. Okay, there are only three anyway. ME dot CMB training, that clear. And the last one is me dot CMB status, that clear. Right? CMB department, CMB training, that clear. CMB status, that clear. So what I'm gonna do in order for us to be able to populate the fields, with the three CMB combo boxes, the drop down boxes. What we're gonna do is we're going to create a dictionary to store unique values. Okay, the unique values. So we're gonna, set the dictionary. So set DICT, that is a dictionary, is equal to create object, parentheses, scripting that dictionary, scripting that dictionary. Okay, remember, don't forget the quotation mark. So we're gonna first, okay, we're gonna populate the three CMB or combo boxes. We'll start with the populating the department drop down, which is in column C, right? Was that in column C? Okay, let's check. Column A, ID, name. So the department is column C. The training program is column D, and the completion status is column E. So we are populating the three CMB combo boxes. Column C, column D, and column E. Okay? Okay, we'll go back to Visual Basic. Okay, you got it? Oh, you got it? All right, drop down. So create object. Okay. Then, okay. What I'm gonna do is set deep range. Okay, we'll start with department deep range. Remember, we already have included this in our variables. Above, look at the above. Deep range as range, right? Dim, deep range as range, training range as range, status range as range. Okay, so we already specified that in our variables app. All you have to do is use that one now in our code. Is equal to ws dot range. Okay. Remember, it's in C column, right? So the range would be in C column. C start on row 2, but we don't know how many rows, so we'll just say C. Okay. So whatever numbers of the row, and okay, last row, then close it. All right. Then the next thing is we're gonna write the loop. We're gonna loop it. You remember there are several rows, so we're gonna loop it. And this time we're gonna use for each. Remember the loop we used last time for I. For I equals to 2 or something, you know. This time I'm gonna use for each because we're gonna use for each cell in deep range. All right, deep range. Okay. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna write a condition statement, if statement. So if not DICT that exists, parenthesis, cell that value close and okay, cell that value, okay, not equal to, okay, not equal to the angle bracket, also called angle bracket. So all right, then remember we use uh, conditional statement. So then DICT that add cell that value comma nothing. Okay. Then me that CMB department. Okay. CMB department that add item cell that value. Okay. Then we're gonna close the end, rather the if. So it should be end if, then next cell. Okay, for the loop, because we use for each cell. So we're gonna say next cell. Okay, what's next? What's next this time? Okay, we're gonna be working on the CMB training. We've done the populating or creating the dictionary for object for the DMB, rather CMB department. Now we're gonna populate the training. So we'll start with set again, the ICT. So the ICT is equal to create object. Okay, parenthesis, yeah, parenthesis, scripting that dictionary. Same thing we have done for department, CMB department, that dictionary. All right. And then quotation mark, then closing parenthesis. Okay. Now we're gonna set training range. Okay. Set training range equals to WS dot range. Uh, remember, it was the column because the next department range is the training program, which is under the D column, D2 colon D. We don't know how many rows, so we just write D, then and ampersand, last row. Okay, last row. Then close parenthesis. Okay, or what happened? See, just one mistake. Oh, I forgot the quotation mark. Okay, so now we're gonna be doing a loop. Okay, so for each cell again, for each cell in training range. Okay, that would be our loop. And then we're gonna be doing a condition statement. If not the ICT that exists, parenthesis cell dot value, parenthesis again, and cell dot value. Cell dot value, angle bracket, or not equal to. Okay, blank. Then same thing. The only difference is the combo box name. CMB training dot add item. Add item. Cell dot value. Okay. Then end if. End if. And then next cell. All right. So the next is again, we're going to reset the dictionary for completion status, which is located on column E. All right. So I'm going to copy this one. Copy, paste, and then set status range. I want them to be in uniform is equal to ws dot range inside the parentheses in column E2. Okay, remember the quotation mark, and then E, and then N ampersand last row. Okay, then close it. Oh, wrong spelling. Last row. Okay, for each the loop for each cell in status range. That should be one word. Okay, then condition statement. If not, DICT dictionary that exists, seal that value, close it, and seal that value is not equal to blank. Then then the ICT dictionary that add cell that value. Comma, nothing. And me dot CMB status dot add item cell dot value. Okay. Then we're gonna say end F. Then next cell for the loop. Then I'm gonna clean up. How are we gonna clean up? Set DICT equals nothing. Okay. Then end sub. Right? The end sub is too far, so I'm gonna delete some here, some space. Okay. I hope we did not make any mistakes. Okay. All right. So what's next? Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another. I we were in the user form, right? Okay. And then we double click this, and then we get this, no? And then what I'm gonna do is I'll be going to the module one. Okay. We already have the refresh data in our first video, part one, and export dashboard. And I'm gonna make another macro, which I'm gonna call it open training entry form. I think that would be appropriate macro name form. Okay, you can make it short, open entry form, or but doesn't matter. Okay, so we have a user form one. dot show. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a using this macro userform dot show. I will go to the Excel and then I'm gonna create. Here I already created the button. All I have to do is just open the show form, assign macro, and here it is. Open training entry form. We have three macros here in the module, right? So just open the training entry form and click OK. So if you go here to the Visual Basic and you go to the user form, you can use F5. See, it opens. And then, or if you are in the Excel, you can use this one. Oh, sorry. You can use this one, show form. Just click the show form, then the user form will ready. See, remember we populate the drop-down list. Sales, this is for the department, and this one is for the training program. The second one, CMB training, communication skills, skill gaps analysis, and the completion status, whether it's completed, still in progress, or not started yet. Okay, so we're gonna try it. Okay, if this thing works. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add three. Okay, let me exit this exit form. Okay, let me go to the training data. Okay, the employee ID is 133. Remember that? Okay, remember completed. Why is this like this? Group in completed, group in progress, and group in not started. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add record. Perhaps I'm gonna add three records: 134, 135, 136. Okay, so simple as that, right? So what happened? That's not okay. I go to the Visual Basic. Okay, I'm going back to the Excel. Going to the dashboard. Okay, open the show form. Okay, so I'm gonna add record. Okay, employee ID 134. Okay, 134 tab. Employee name, let's say Albert. Then tab department. I would say engineering. The training program, I would say leadership skills. For the completion status, I would say this is completed. The completion, since it's already completed, then I would say 100% of completion percentage. Assessment score, I would say, let's say 97. The attendees of the program received 97 of that program leadership. Then the feedback, let's say 4.7. Training hours, say just random 12 hours. And I'm not sure if leadership skills is really 12 hours. Some guys are giving it for the training for 1 day. Some guys are giving, training providers, usually external training providers, providing this training for uh, 2 days training. Some guys are 3 days, but internal training, some trainers are providing this for just 1 day training. Okay, depending on the training provider, in-house or external training. So let's just say $300. I'm not sure about the cost. See? Oh, okay, by the way, before I do this, okay, before I do that, let me say training ad. There's an error. Text employee name. Private sub command button, click, click. Let me check. Let me see if I have this. If it will go. I don't think it will go. Okay, it's a mistake. So we're going to debug because it's not coming out. This was working before. Now it's not no longer working. Let me check if it work without the data. Let's say if it will work without it because before it was working without the data. How come now it doesn't work anymore? Okay. Oh, it's not working anymore, but before it was working. When I exited before, remember that? So we're gonna debug what is wrong. It's not exiting anymore, huh? I don't know why. Why this is happening. It's not exiting anymore. Okay. All right. Private sub, command button one, click. That's okay. It's pointing this me takes employee name. That value is equals to blank or how come this is employee name? txt emp name. Let me check the user form. txt employee. Okay. This is the problem. Different name here. I'm gonna say name. See? Because we use different name in our text box. Okay. Let me go back to the debug. Okay. Let me check. Or no more. Debug. Step into private user form initialize. Oh, this is another problem. Call field drop downs. Call field drop downs. Is that correct? Is it one? Let me check. Maybe if one is okay. All right. Okay. Let me check the. Let me F5. Okay. Good. Okay. Let me check here. Yeah. Okay. Training add record. The debug again. Okay. If takes EMP ID or me EMP name value or CMB department or me CMB training that value me CMB status that value or me text completion that value Then it's wrong. Text hour, text score, SIMB status, SIMB department. Ah, double value. That is wrong. Only one value. All right. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. Okay. Then F5. Okay. Again, error. Another error. What's another error? Sales W me text im PID or X text EMD that value or 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 okay. What's wrong with this? Okay, let's me go to the user form again. Text MPD ID, text employee name, CMB department, that's correct. CMB training, that's correct. CMB status, that's correct. CMB completion, that's correct. CMB score, that's correct. Text feedback, correct. Text hours, correct. Text cost, correct. Then we go back to training ads. If MA text ID, then please fill in all fields before saving exclamation missing data. Okay, let me check again. If me is text EMP ID dot value or me dot text MP name dot value equals to blank or I don't see any problems here. CMB department dot value. Ah, okay. There's a okay. You got it. See, sometimes I put there should be no dot here. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the F5. Okay. Then okay, see? Missing data. Please fill in all fields before saving. Okay. Then we're going to put some data now. 134. And the employee name is I think it was Edward. I put Edward or rather Albert. Doesn't matter. No problem. So department is engineering, for example. Oh, now it's missing. Population is missing. Okay. What's wrong again? Debug. No more debug. Let's go back. Okay. Before it was there. Now it's missing. What's wrong? Okay. We're going to debug. Step into. Hmm. Okay. What's happened? Okay. Let's go. 134. Employee name Albert. Uh, engineering. Okay, again, still missing. Okay. So what happened is in our populating it, something was wrong. Okay. It's not being populated. Field drop downs. Okay, call field drop downs. WSS worksheet, sheets, training data. Dim last row as long, deep range as range, training range as range, status range as range, dim cell as range, DICT as object, last row WS dot cells, WS dot rows dot count, comma 3 dot end, Excel app dot row. Okay. Okay. Clear, clear, clear. Okay. Simbi status, Simbi training, Simbi department. Set DICT, create object, scripting that dictionary, set department range equals to WS dot range, C2 colon C, and last row. Set, okay. Set DICT, create object, scripting that dictionary, set department range is equal to WS dot range C2 C and last row. For each cell and department range, if not DICT exists, cell dot value and cell dot value not equal to blank, then DICT add cell dot value nothing. ME department, CMP department add item cell dot value. And F next cell. Okay, CIT create object scripting dictionary, create object scripting dictionary, set training range equals WS range D to D and last row. For each cell in training range, if not DICT exists, that exists. Cell value and cell that value not equal to, then see me that simply training and add item cell that value. And if next cell, okay. Set DICT equals to create object scripting that dictionary. Set status range is equal to WS range E to E and last row. For each cell in status range, if not DICT exists, cell that value and cell that value, then DICT add cell that value nothing. Me simply status add item cell that value. And if next cell set DICT. Okay. No changes. Nothing wrong. Call field drop down same, private sub field drop downs. When we put user form initialize, and we go to the user form. Yeah. Okay, now just the user form one. We should not put user form one. Okay. Now we go 134. Employee name Albert again. Uh, Department is engineering. Training program is leadership. Where's leadership? Here. Status is completed. Therefore, we say 100%. Assessment score is 97, for example. Let's say 44.7. feedback rating, training hours, let's say 12 hours, training cost, it's a $300, training ad record. Okay. Success. Training record added successfully. Okay. Now we'll add two more. 13135. Think of a name. Let's say Edward. Edward. Um, the department would be transport, and the training program is uh, communication skills, for example, completion status. Let's say in progress. So in progress, let's say 50% ongoing. Assessment score, let's say supposedly nothing yet, no assessment yet because the training has not been done yet. Let's say it will add a record. Okay. Feedback rating is what? 98, for example. Training hours, let's say 10. Cost is say $250. Oh, see, it does not. You have to put something here. Maybe we can debug or we can change the coding. But right now we just do it just for the sake of this training. Assessment score 98. Assessment score 98. Feedback rating is 4.7. Say 4.8. See, because we put there that if something is not written here, actually we can remove that. I'll show you later. But right now I'm gonna add one more. 1.137. Let's say employee name is, let's say, Marlon. Department, we say warehouse. Training program, we say uh, logical thinking, let's say. Where's logical thinking here? Uh, Completion status, say, again, completed. Completion is 100%. Assessment score is, let's say, 95, 4.5. Then the training hours, let's say 20 hours, let's say 450. Training record. Training record added successfully. Okay. Then exit form. Now let's go there. See? See? This uh this is not what we're gonna do is we're going to refresh. Okay, remember this? This is at the bottom, completed, in progress completed. Now if we go to the dashboard, then we click the refresh button, we go back to the training data. See, it's disappear. Where is it now? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the Visual Basic. So in order for us to be able to save it, we have to remove this. Please fill in all fields before saving. We have to remove this. If statement is one. We have to remove that for us to be able to save it. Okay. Okay. Let's say 7. Employee name. Say Tony. Department. Marketing. HR, or SEO, completion, let's say, not started, completion is 0%, not started, no assessment score, feedback rating, training hours not yet, training course not yet. So we can actually add, okay? Before we could not add because there's a if statement, okay? Um, yeah, here it's blank, 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 blank. Okay, we can do that. But if you don't want, you know, let's go back, show form. If you don't want to save, if there are blanks, then you put that if statement back, which I did. Okay, this is very important, the training entry form, so that we'll be able to monitor the management and monitor the KPIs. And if ever we're going to add more information, then we can just add the information here by adding this form, and then we add information, okay, additional information to the training program. Okay, I hope you like this presentation. The training entry form is very important, or the user form is important. So you just use this one and you follow my lead in the creation of the user form in the VBA, and that would be okay. In case you want to ask questions, so you just ask question in the comment, so that I can, I can answer your question. So you just comment down below if you have any question. Then I'll get back to you. Okay. So this is it for now. Thank you for watching.